assuming this is the first scene, right? We're done. And can someone tell me how many lights we have really created for the scene? Just the scene file, or is there anything else we're missing? We read two area. I think one area light on the back light, and another one as a key light here. Yeah. So we have two lights. Wait. So one here. You can see from the top view, one here, and one on the side view. Yeah. So I think we have covered up with this. Okay. Now, first thing, many of you guys were suggesting like, sir, we are unable to get the scene, even though we load the scene, we are able to get the textures from status. There might be some queries like that. So when you press 6, you have to get the texture. Okay. But you see that I have a photo frame here, I have a photo frame here, I have everything there. But for some of you, it may not be visible. So what you would do is you have to go and select the model. For example, you have to select this one. Okay, select the face. This is a face, you know that, right? So please just select the face. Right click, go to face mode, and click here to select the face. Not anything else, not anywhere else. Only here. So right click, go to face mode, select this face, and go to right click and see material attributes. Material attributes says about the texture file or the image file that are mapped with this 3D model. So please to click the material attributes. Great. Once you click that, once you choose that as an option, you will get a shader, a material which is applied on this face. Okay. Okay. So now where can I get the image? You see there is a color tab. Yeah, that next to the color tab, you can see an arrow there, which says that there is an image file connected to this material. So what is the image file? Please to click here. Okay, now you can see that. Yeah, now you could see there is an image file here. Okay, and look at the location it is. It says source images. There is a image called Shire 1244 by 248.jpg. So because of some reason, if it is not mapped, just click this folder next to it. Okay, so then you can choose that image here. So look here, it is a Shire 1244. I think I could select this, open. That's it. And once you're done with this, okay, then what are all the images which are all in the same folder would be assigned up to the appropriate materials. Look at that. Now all the images will be applied by default to the materials. Okay, this happens because of some reason, because the images, whatever they have attached, I deleted some of the images, and they were too high resolution. I don't want too high resolution because I had to share the files with you guys. So the files, each and every image was 6 MB, 7 MB, and 8 MB. I just take it to my image viewer. I reduce the file size to too small. Okay, then I again apply it. So there might be a few reasons it got mishandled. So the file might be missed. So this is how we should work. And if you really want to know where this texture files will be saved, go to the open folder, and you can go up, and there you can see source images. So inside your project, class materials, look at that. Yeah, inside the class materials, access file VR. So our Maya file is saved in the scene, whereas the source images contains all the textures. So once you go here, you can see all the textures, but you can't see from here because just click all scenes. You see that, right? Yeah. So these are the textures we have there. Of course, you can. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, fine. So that's where location is. I can't show you the thumbnail view. Okay, so I closed it. Fine, guys. So that's how we should map. So the last class, what we did was we just made a few things, like we created a background, we created an area light, maybe just about. We created an area light and positioned it at the back. Then we created one light here. Okay, we call this as a fill light. Okay, guys. Now let's name this light, and I think this light on the side, we just named it as a key light, isn't it? Hope you guys remember, we named this as a key light. Okay. Now please go to outliner, window, and outliner. So let's check in the outliner what are the things we have. Oh God. So in the outliner we have key light and backlight. Okay. I think we have you guys named it? as key light. Okay, I mean this key light, and delete it. Delete it. Okay, done. So now we have only one light, which is the backlight. Okay, so let this be. Let's guys, I just deleted the key light. Now I have only one key light there. Okay. Now what I do is let me turn this attribute editor off. Good. Yeah. I got my Maya just took the day off. Okay, fine. Great. Guys, and look at here, now we have only one backlight. And hope you remember we have a render scene here. Yeah, there's a render view. I think we have the render view. Remember, we have a render view here. You can see that. Okay, let's go to the Arnold and open the render view. Wait, and let me just check which camera. It's a render view camera. We want to render, fine. And also I would like to go to render menu and check the camera, and I want to give it as a render view. Okay, everything is fine. And let me just, I don't want this window too big. Okay, and maybe I don't want too much of my render screen. So let's go to the render settings. I want to change the viewport size here. Okay, so let me change this to 320 by 240. That would be good. So now I am into the render settings under common tab. Please to come down, and fine, it's 480 by 200 something, but anyway, I would like to change this. So let's go to the presets. I feel even this is bigger, man. So let's go to the presets and go 320 by 240. Okay, that will be fine, because I don't have a good graphics card here in my system, so I don't want to waste much of my resources on something which I don't have. Okay, so let's go 320 by 240. So in that way, I could make this much better. Great. So just close this window and go to Arnold again, open render view. Okay, fine. I just would like to make this window smaller. Wait, so I could let's render the scene. 320 by 240. You could see here, it says 320 by 240. Yeah, that's rendering. It's rendering. I don't know why. 30%. But so all we have is only one key light. I mean, sorry, only one backlight in the scene now. So previously we had created one light and we filled the scene. Okay, so let's create a spotlight again, and use it as a key light. Okay, and I think we already mentioned about something like I think we already discussed about a few things, which are what my library, what the things I have. I have a pen. Uh, okay, here I have. No, this. Maybe I should go back. My modeling, 3D modeling. I think this is the one open by default. I'm so bad. Guys, look at this. I already told you about this, but anyway, I'll explain about it again. So for lighting any lighting object or a person, okay, all we need is light, okay, and fill light, and we have backlight. Okay, so yeah. So we need to light an object or a person, we need key light and fill light and backlight. Hope you guys know about the key light. It's the primary source of lighting, okay, for the object or the person. whomever, or the object or person. And please remember this thing: only key light should emit the shadows. Shadows must be from the key light. Always remember that. You should not use shadow from any other light source. Fill light, it's to fill the room with mood light, or to say better, evens. Just evens the light created by the light. Okay, so what it actually does is it just averages, or it just you have to even out, or what do you call that? What when a key light creates too much of light, or it focuses too much of light on an object, then it has to even out. It has to even that, or it has to someone help me there. It has to spread or smoothen the light created by key light. Okay, that's what happens. It just has to create a smooth finishing. Key light will be a hard focus. Okay, so I could do one more thing, like key light usually a hard light. Okay, it's usually hard light, which means the focus will be much harder. The light energy will, you could see the light energy be too bright, or be, or I could say, it usually has high intensity. Okay, it usually has high intensity, and key light, it is just to feel, it's just to even out the light. It usually has half the intensity of key light. So key light equals what? 1 by half of, sorry, light equals. Let's never forget this. Never forget this. Light usually be, no, light usually be the half the amount of key light. Okay, hope you guys understood. And backlight, you know what's backlight? To highlight the subject. Okay, highlight the subject, or to make it unique from the BG. Okay, that is what okay, that's what backlight is about. Please to understand this. I think you guys have already studied about this somewhere, right? So look at this. Look at this light here. It's too bad, man. It's too bad for that. It has no light at all. It really have no light at all. Okay, great. Okay, let's work with the attribute. Let's go to the attribute data here, and guys, listen carefully now. I will be going a little faster, but not that fast. So I go here now. Let me select the backlight, which is already there, which is an area light, which is spread there at the top. You could see at the outside. This is the building at the top view, and this is the light which is placed there. And when you select the backlight, go here. There you can see a color, an intensity we had too much, and exposure, everything. And also we have a spread value, which is already by default is 1. Okay, maybe I could just move this render view here. Okay, and already I have a spread. And what if I increase this spread to 5? I think that's the maximum value we have here. That's it. Let this be 1. I can increase this. Okay, and here you can see there is a number called normalize. So what normalize would do is, remember this, when you enable under the Arnold area light attribute, there is something called normalize. When you enable the normalize, what would happen is it just spreads the light everywhere evenly. Okay, and it's like it won't make the light to be much harder. Like even though the light is too much, it just normalize the light. Okay, so what normalize to do is it spreads evenly the light everywhere. Okay, but once you disable the light, yeah, the light will be too much, man. You could see the light now. It'll be too much there. See, I just disabled my normalize. Now you can see there are light is too much now. Only just with the help of one light, I could able to fill the room. Okay, it's area light from outside. Okay, now I disable the normalize. So it seems like it is filling the entire room. So how can you fix this? Maybe we can bring down the intensity, not too much. Okay, just a minute, guys. Let me stop this and let me hit undo. Yeah, the initial value I had was 20,000 there. Okay, so once you once you disable the normalize, then you can work by reducing the color here. Oh, did we turn on the color temperature? Wait. I think I have to disable the color temperature. Yeah, it's wondering. It's wondering that. Yeah, this is what happens when you disable your normalize. Look at that light. The light will be there inside. It's like, look at this. You can't see even the corner and everywhere. Okay, because the light just spreads out, just like an ambient light. Okay, and the property of a light is wherever the light. Suppose if your light is on point A, then it can't travel far to reach point B. What would happen is the property of a light is the light has photons in it. The photons would mix in the air. Okay, the photons are the light particles which mix in the air. And what would happen is it can't reach to the end, right? It has to decay. That's how it works. Okay, the light has to decay. That's how it works. So that's what we have. Look at that. See, it's not normalized. The light just it's like a raw form of light. Okay, we have a raw form of light. So that's why we go with the normalized. Right. Okay. And now there is one more thing. Lighting is not just only about light; it's also about camera. So let me just go to this. Here I have my render view camera. So and along that, in your viewport, you could see there is a camera symbol, right? Just click this camera symbol once. Once you click that, then the attributes of camera will be loaded here in the attribute data. I'm going to click this once, and you can see the attribute now. Right. So here we have a camera attributes. Just come down, scroll down. There we have Arnold. Yeah. Let me go inside Arnold. Okay, and there you can find your exposure is there. Okay, there's an exposure. You can even boost the exposure. Look at that. Now I gave the exposure to 5. What happens is, exposure in a camera, right? So how much light that the camera let inside, that's what exposure is about. So if you let too much of light energy into the camera, then your exposure will be higher. Okay, so that's what exposure is about. Anyway, I'll just make this to 2 as how it was before, 2, and hit enter. Let's stop this. I don't want to do all the calculations in real time, like a game engine. Okay, let's stop this. Okay, fine. So what's next? Now we have just an average scene where not too much of key light there, just a normal light, only one backlight is there. So do we have to create something more? Yes, we have to create a key light now because we already deleted a key light, which we already have. Just so that we had the key light is deleted, only one backlight is there. So let's create a key light.